Hello Beauty News family, welcome to our November beauty recap.
Yeah, so this is sort of top 10, maybe 11 items that we sort of thought from the feedback of you guys and also from our brains. We've had a long day.
It's been rough.
It's been a long week.
It's just, yeah,
we're going cuckoo. Anyway, so this is sort of like the top 10, 11 items that has been released in November. Just as a quick recap, we like to do this because every week we talk about new release makeup and beauty products that are coming out. If you've been watching our channel, you're aware of that. If you're new, welcome. But it's sometimes good to look back and sort of remind ourselves of what has released. So we're picking out what we think is the most interesting for good or bad reason. And these are the items that released in November. So we might have talked about these months ago, but it's just the things that have released this month or last month, technically.
Guys, we're just jumping in here, different outfits, jingly bells. We need to let you know that polls for the Beauty News Awards are open. Now, how this works, if you are new here and you've not done this with us before,
or if you were here last year and didn't understand the process, because there's a two-stage thing going on. This is stage one.
Yes. So we do Beauty News Awards every year. Essentially, it consists of categories of awards with nominees. And you get to vote on both stages. You get to vote who the nominees are. So
leave suggestions.
You leave suggestions. So like, what is the best palette of 2019? What is the best collaboration of 2019? And you can go in there and you can enter as many like suggestions that you want.
Yeah, but if the suggestion has already been made, you can vote for it.
Yes.
But if it hasn't been made, you can add a new category for it.
Correct.
So what we do at the end of a week is we take the top, say, 5 highly voted nominees, and we take those to be the final nominees, if that makes sense. Like, it's complicated, but we don't want to be the ones that, and this is how it came about. We come up with the topics, like the awards, but we don't want to be the ones that are like, well, our favorite palette was this, so of course that has to be in it. No, we want it to be like crowdsourced.
Yes.
So you guys get to suggest the nominees and then
vote on the top nominees.
Yeah.
Yes.
It sounds complicated.
It does, but it's pretty simple. All you've got to do is check out the link that's in the description box. Go there. There's going to be a web page with a bunch of other links. I still have yet to find a polling source that works perfectly for this particular part of the voting process. I know people are going to suggest Facebook polls, but that limits it to only Facebook users. And this particular polling service that we use, you don't have to sign up, you don't have to do anything. You just put in a suggestion or vote for the ones that are already there. So go there, check out the links, vote or nominate things that haven't already been nominated, and then we'll be back in about a week with the final nominees, and you can vote on who the winner of each category will be.
And that's when it gets exciting, because those become anonymous, so you don't see what other people are voting. That's what we announce in the awards. So check it out.
So when you go to this and you see a list of things that have been suggested, choose the ones you like or add some new ones. Don't worry if you can see the results. You're supposed to be able to. And then we get into the secret voting.
Secret voting, correct.
All right, guys. Here,
get back to the video
episode
thing that we were putting this in.
Correct. Let's talk about some Colourpop stuff.
Have to, because they release things every day.
I know. We're just going to talk about 3 of their 36 releases in November. So we had the Elsa and Anna Frozen collections that they've launched to celebrate the launch of the new movie. People were ragey about the glitters. We agreed with them.
Yes, we did.
Not appropriate for children. And let's face it, this is children's makeup.
It's adults' makeup being probably targeted heavily towards children by putting children's cartoons on the packaging.
Fair. A lot of young adults grew up with Frozen. so this would still apply to them. They would be into it. But also, Frozen is a cartoon, and children of today's age like it very much.
Yeah, but even if you're not a child, adults want eye safe glitter.
They do.
So
they really do.
Yeah, Colourpop love to put, as a recap, Colourpop love to put pressed glitters in their palettes, and they're not eye safe, which can cause eye damage if you don't use them properly. And we don't like that.
No. Fair. For reasons.
Yeah, but just really quickly as well, those collections, they each had a palette for each character. A lip gloss, luxe lipstick, and also
Glitterally Obsessed.
Literally Obsessed. Body glitter.
Body glitter. Then we had the coconut collection. So there was a Going Coconuts palette. There was a trio of their Super Shock shadows. We had some bronzers, some of their Just a Tint lip tints, and it looks lovely.
Yeah, so we wanted to mention this because it actually stands out as a collection that, compared to all the other collections that Colourpop bring out, this is probably one of the most sort of traditionally basic but very usable and user-friendly work makeup, everyday makeup collection that they've released in a long time. So it stood out as being different because it's so basic.
Fair. It is.
It is.
And then we had the Pretty Fresh concealers. So these were the hydrating hyaluronic acid concealers that were released to sort of be used in conjunction with their Pretty Fresh tinted moisturizer. They released 30 shades and they're very concealerish.
Yeah, they've all got different undertones. They do have cool, neutral, and warm, which is nice to see. And they have different categories like light, medium, etc., through to like deep dark.
Yes.
So nice range of concealers for $9 each. Holo Taco released their Holo Day collection, which consisted of 5 holographic nail polishes. They released them individually, and then they also released a pack. So there's like a rose gold, there's a light blue, there's a silver, a bright, sort of a dark pink, it almost looks red, and then sort of like a navy, indigo, bluey purple colour. So it's all available now.
It is.
Holo Taco.
Beautiful shades.
Yes. We also got Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics is back. Well, I think it's called Jaclyn Cosmetics now. I'm not too sure.
Is it?
She was changed. I think the actual Instagram account is Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, but on all her things, it's Jaclyn Cosmetics.
Right.
So I think she's trying to drop the hill. She has come back with a highlighting collection. So from the debacle of her lipstick launch, she's come back and she's releasing a bunch of, or has released a bunch of different highlighting sort of products. The first one was Mood Light Luminous Powders. These came in 5 shades. This is either like an illuminating face powder or a very subtle loose highlighter. Then there's 2 accent light highlighter palettes. One's called The Flash and one's called The Flare, and these are quads of pressed highlighter, different sort of shades for different skin tones. And then there's also the Beaming Light Loose Highlighters. These come in 5 shades, and these are more intense loose highlighters. She also released 3 brushes that are designed to apply those individual products the best way possible. So that's all launched.
Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson.
Probably the biggest news. We probably should have started with this.
We should have.
But we've been filming for what feels like 5 hours.
Yeah,
so
I know.
We forgot.
It's been a long day.
Oops.
We start with the start. And then we end at the end, and this is where Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star fit in.
Yeah.
So we saw the collection, it launched.
Broke the internet.
Shopify literally shat itself.
Didn't they say there was like 2 million people trying to access the products?
Yeah, but then in the documentary, there was a part where they were talking to Shopify, and Shopify are like, nah, mate, we got it. We are set. We know. We're expecting millions of people. It's all good. We're ready to go. No, you're not.
Crapped its pants.
Shut itself.
Yeah, pretty much every website that sold these products was down for a few hours.
Yeah.
But if you were living under a rock, the collection includes the Conspiracy palette, which is their large palette, the Mini Controversy, which is the 9-pan palette. There's 5 liquid lipsticks. You can buy them individually or in a pack. There's a lip balm, lip gloss, mirror, and I think that's it. But everything's sold out. They are going to restock early next year, so don't be too stressed if you missed out. But they sold a lot and made a lot of money.
They did.
Was the moral to the story.
Good on them.
They're also modifying the Mini Conspiracy because as feedback from the sort of series that Shane Dawson created, there was a green that was taken out of the large palette. People wanted it to come back, so they're bringing it back in the Mini Controversy, which will be, like I said, restocked early next year, and also as an individual shade if you already have the original Mini Controversy. So there we go.
There we go. KKW and Mario, they revealed the new Artist and Muse collection.
So this is the round 2.
Yes. So it consisted of a 10-pan eyeshadow palette, a blush, a lip liner, a lipstick, and a lip gloss. And that is all.
Yes.
It's not very exciting.
No, but
I feel like everyone gets excited when Mario's involved.
They do.
Yeah.
I think he's a good makeup artist, and I can understand why. And
yeah.
I also think he really sort of, years ago when he did his first palette with Anastasia Beverly Hills,
massive.
That was received super, super well.
Yeah.
So I think whenever he works with a brand to release products, people are like, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So I'm not too sure what the quality's like, but
no,
it's
I haven't tried her makeup, so I don't know what it's like, but it's got Mario on it. People want it.
Mm-hmm. All right, this is a collection that Hayley personally loves so much that she bought a few things from.
I did, yes.
I think this is the only holiday collection we're talking about this month. Most of the holiday collections launched in the last couple of months, so Kylie was one of the last ones, along with probably House Labs that released a really half-assed one that we're not talking about. I'll put it on the screen in case you're interested. But yeah, they're one of the last brands to release their holiday collection, and this is a massive collection.
It is.
So this is, like I said, already launched. It contains a pressed powder palette. Hayley bought it.
I did.
There's 2 matte lipsticks that come in little ornaments. There's a brush set. There's a high gloss trio, a lip kit, 2 shimmer eye glaze products. One was red, one was sort of like an iridescent white. There's a blush and highlighter duo, illuminating face spray, illuminating face primer, a red liquid liner pen.
Yes,
Hayley also bought
I did get that one.
There's also the mini 6-piece. This is a lip set.
Yep.
There's some nice colours in there, so if you want to sample some of her products in minis, and then you can buy them in bundles. So it was a very comprehensive collection, but what stood out for this one was that it's so Christmassy.
So festive.
They took Christmas to the next level.
They did.
So these are very giftable products.
Absolutely.
And very red themed, which is why Hayley nearly piddled her pants.
I love me some red. Makes me happy.
Yes.
Lights Lacquer also launched in November. So they started out with 6 nail polishes. They look very fall, which makes sense. And they launched early in November. And also we've had word that KL Polish is finally
winding up
2nd of December, I believe.
Yeah, so goodbye KL Polish. Hello
Lights Lacquer.
All right, the collection that I thought was probably most innovative and different from the last month was actually Melt Cosmetics Holiday Collection. Now, this was inspired by one of their founders' Mexican heritage, so it's very sort of Day of the Dead, sugar skull vibe. It looked really, really gorgeous. And this contained 2 palettes. So this is sort of the same format as their Gemini palette, but with really interesting color stories. So one was quite acidy greens and yellows, some cool tone browns through to, these remind me of those flowers that they use a lot through the Day of the Dead, those oranges and reds, really, really beautiful. So that was one of the palettes. Another one was teals, deep teals, navies, and deep reds, which was really interesting as well. They also had a really cool highlighter that had a sugar skull on it, and it had this beautiful iridescent sort of pinky peach color to it. They had 3 matte liquid lipsticks. These were really bright colors. There's a vivid royal purple, a mandarin, and also a strawberry sorbet color. They brought out gel liners for the first time. So we saw a bright ocean blue with aqua glitter, a black, a deep emerald green, and also a cinnamon orange. And they brought out a bunch of individual brushes as well as it in a brush set and a makeup bag. So that's what they brought out. It looked visually really interesting. The color stories were very different to what's currently on the market. And I think it was quite inspiring for a lot of people. So go melt.
Yay. Lisa Eldridge launched the True Velvet lipsticks, her Nude True Velvet lipstick range. So she launched 6 shades. There was Velvet Fawn, Velvet Muse, Velvet Decade, Velvet Beauty, Velvet Myth, and Velvet Midnight. All beautiful nudes. She does pick colours well.
Yes.
But these all launched all early. Oh, come on, words. You can do it, tongue. These all launched. These all launched on the 3rd of November. They were £26 each and they were up for pre-order, and I'm sure they will be restocked as soon as possible.
All right, Tarte they announced their biggest collaboration to date. And it was with Lele Pons, who is an influencer, actor, singer, something. And they released an eyeshadow palette with wonky pans, which angered people. They released a lip gloss and eyelashes. So seemed pretty basic for their biggest collaboration ever.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah, I think this was one of those situations where the person they're collaborating with, it didn't feel super organic to the brand, and also it was one of those things where if you don't like the person, it really turned you off
as hell
buying
not going to buy the makeup. Yeah.
So it was a bit of a divisive one.
And also, I think, you know, with Tarte saying it's their biggest collaboration ever, it makes me realise what Tarte cares about. Her numbers are big, not
that she works organically with the brand or she's going to create a really great palette that's going to sell well and people are going to love. It's more about she's got the biggest numbers that we have collaborated with yet, which I do agree with you. I think that says a lot about Tarte. But that's some brands for you.
Good luck. Visart. Yeah. Gold. This was very interesting. So we saw 4 new palettes launched. 2 are eyeshadow palettes and 2 are face palettes. And they're Middle Eastern exclusives. So there was a Fashion Addict and Basically Addict. And essentially what you have is sort of like a purpley bright palette and then a blue sort of muted cool toned palette. And then 2 face highlighting palettes. And these are completely different to anything that we have seen from Visart as a brand.
Yeah, even the packaging looks different.
Yep, cardboard packaging.
Yeah, which is not usually what they do. It looks very much like a Makeup Revolution type design. But what we did find out from this and what we thought was interesting about it was we discovered that the Middle East has a different sort of... a completely different team that works on the products. So you can buy these from the website and they do ship internationally if you did want them. But the sort of founder of easyart isn't the creative mind behind this brand.
I just don't understand that.
So it was, so pretty much they're operating 2 different designs of brands under the same name.
Yes.
And makes me curious about how many other branches they have.
I know.
It's a strange concept. So we thought that was interesting.
I don't know, but it is very interesting.
Yeah, we have no idea if the quality is the same as the existing palettes in the permanent line or anything like that. We have no idea. They are cheaper and you do get like more shades. So it makes me think they must cut down on something other than just packaging. But it's a weird way to conduct a brand.
It's very strange, isn't it?
Yes.
All right, guys, so that's it for our top 11 recap for November. Let us know down in the comments if you picked any of these things up, if you did, how you feel about them, maybe your thoughts and opinions on things. Let us know.
I bought 0 this time around.
I bought Kylie.
Hasn't come yet.
No, has not arrived yet, and that's fine because I did not need to buy it. I've got enough. Take your time, my darling. Just get here before Christmas. All right, guys. Anyway, give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.